So, Instagram has just developed new software that will alert you if someone has used disparaging language or bullying type language or whatever. It will alert you and let you know, like, hey, this person just talked trash on you. So, they'll like block it. They'll block it is what they'll do. So these anti-bullying measures for me are to the extreme, but they'll block it. Now the person who messaged you will believe that you got the message, will believe that you got the message, because they'll still see it whenever they look at your picture or whatever. And also, if the person DMs you and it's on some disrespectful type stuff or bully type stuff, it will intercept that, and you will not be able to or to keep the person from knowing that you even read it. So I guess they don't get any satisfaction from knowing that you received the disrespectful comment, but it'll flag it. So you're not getting bullied, cyber bullied. All right, that's the information. Now you have to hear what the angry nerd has to say about this. The unspoken is they're monitoring your interactions. But the common person don't pick up on that right away. The unspoken is they're monitoring your DMs. The unspoken is they're monitoring your page. And not only are they monitoring it, but they're screening it. So none of your conversations are sacred. I think we probably been knew that. We just kind of ignored that. But with the amount of foolishness that I see on social media, I think some of us either, one, don't care what we put out there and what we allow the powers that be know about us, or two, we're just dumb to the fact. One or two. We just don't care, or we don't know. And if you don't know, that has to give you pause. Because now sliding in the DMs could be detrimental. Because what is Uncle Sam doing with this information? I mean, the possibilities of what Uncle Sam could be doing with this information. Talk about espionage. Okay, Arshawn, you're on some whole other type of tinfoil hat conspiracy theory type stuff. But the technology's out there, and that's how they get us. It is always under the guise that it's to help. You ever notice that? You notice they brought smallpox in the blankets. Hey man, we know y'all cold out here, Native Americans. And they brought the smallpox in a blanket. You know what I'm saying? So there's always that they put the infection in a vaccine. We vaccinating you to give you the drama, but whatever. It's always framed in a way that we believe, common people believe, that it's meant to help. Yeah, they're going to stop kids from getting bullied. I think you are the silliest individual on the face of the planet if you are getting cyberbullied. Turn it off. Block them. You know what I mean? There are so many things that you can do that you do not need the powers that be to screen your DMs or screen your comments. You don't need that. It is another slick way for Big Brother to be all up in the mix. We let him in our house many years ago. And we can see the common people, the system, Big Brother, whatever you want to call it, them folks. That's what I like to say, just because I'm kind of country like that. Them folks ain't never really been a friend of the common man. They just never really have. I mean, look at their track record. And when I say them folks, I'm talking about the power elite. I'm talking about Congress and people like that, politicians. These people have never, they're warmongers, they're deceptive, they're just not good people. And somehow or another, we keep being involved in these games that they play. And I don't know if it's the fact that we're too poor to really affect any type of change on that level, or if we're just too complacent. I don't really know. All I know is that when I hear stuff like this, oh, they're screening it bullet. Many years ago, in the early 90s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, almost every political a vehicle ran on the platform of crime. Scare the people. Scare the people and then tell everybody, hey, I'm anti-crime. Now it's anti-bullying. Everybody is talking about anti-bullying. And people like me who have a morbid sense of reality, I guess you could say, I think that bullying is a part of life. I think it's a natural part of life. You won't have the mental prowess. The mental prowess that it takes to deal with everyday life in this country will never be developed if you're shielded and sheltered from a little bit of adversity. Maybe being a fighter, I have a different look at it. I'd rather teach my son how to throw a punch than to teach him to cower and cry and think about killing himself because someone said something that he didn't agree with. Because basically that's what it boils down with. Someone said something that you don't agree with. If they said you're ugly and it hurts your feelings, it's because you don't think you're ugly. And they think that you are. They think that you got a short foot or a short leg or a withered arm, whatever the case may be. I'm of the mindset that you should empower people. Empower your children. And I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but I don't care. It's my page. I can do that. Empower your children. Don't shelter them and coddle them. Teach your kids, teach your boys how to stand up and be men. Teach your daughters how to stand up and be women. We are fostering a society of effeminate men and timid, docile, scared people. That's what we're doing. And I will not contribute to the sissification of a people. The people in the United States of America have become sissified on a large scale. And I don't mean sissified as in disrespect to homosexuals. I mean sissified as crybaby, whiner, that kind of thing. That's what I mean when I say that. Before someone says, oh, he's homophobic. Because we like doing that. We love to do that. Take something that someone said and take it out of context. What I'm talking about is men standing up and being men and women standing up and being women. When I was growing up, the kind of things that I've seen strong people. And maybe I've seen strong people because they had to be strong. They had to be strong because of the circumstances and the situations. People in the ghetto have to be strong. People in the trailer park have to be strong. People, low-income people, we had to be strong. Now with all this weakness and this what do you call it, welfare and things like that, people have gotten comfortable and they gotten complacent. And that's what I think. And in doing that, we psychologically have shifted over to this very, very politically correct, everybody's getting hurt feelings, and all it is doing, as long as the common man conducts himself like that, all it does is give more and more power to the power elite, to the people who have already had power and authority over us, the people who we gave power and authority over us. It keeps them with the power. It keeps them with control. They want us to be docile and timid, and they want us to keep our opinions to ourselves, and they want us to run to them to deal with the cyberbully. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy to me even talking about this, but I can't ignore it. I can't just let that go. The fact that they're developing software, they have developed software that intercepts what they perceive as bully language or bullying type of interactions. To me, that is the highest level of toxic sensitivity. How about that? I've heard the term toxic masculinity. How about that? Right here on It's Hard But It's Fair, the Arshawn Wade, the angry nerd, coined that phrase. Toxic sensitivity. You heard it here first. Man, I'm signing off before I get too worked up and I get my people on something real serious, you know what I'm saying? I love everybody out there. Let's stand up. Let's men be real men. Let's women be real women. Let's stand up and let's take the power back from the power elite. We don't need y'all screening our messages. We don't need you screening our interactions to make sure that they say, I might want a little drama today. I may have had a bad day and I need this argument online. Let that be my choice. Man, this is the angry nerd signing off once again.